Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going after the fastest non-mega dragon-type Pokemon in the game. In, I believe, any generation, although I could be wrong. I haven't actually checked Gen 7, but between Gen 1 and 6, it is the fastest in the game, and it is the fastest in the Pixelmon mod. We're going to be going after Noivern with a base speed of 123. It is only beat by, I believe, Mega Sceptile, which has a base speed of 145. Other than that, it is the fastest dragon-type Pokemon in the game, which is kind of crazy that it actually outspeeds things like Mega Rayquaza. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong on the numbers. Like I said, I've only checked Pixelmon, which means Gen 7 is not actually added. Gen 7 mechanics are not added, so I could be wrong on the numbers there, but I'm pretty sure it is. And we're going to be trying to get one of these for our team. We're going to, of course, be training it in speed and special attack because those are its best two stats. And we're going to see if we can get a pretty good Noivern setup here. I actually really love the model in Pixelmon, and I think we're going to go ahead and make it shiny as well because I'm pretty sure Noivern's shiny form is pretty cool. But we could also go ahead and make it Aura if you guys would like to see the Cobalt Noivern on my team. But first things first, we got to get ourselves a Noibat. So I'm pretty sure Noivern itself does not spawn in at all, but we can find Noibat over in the Dark Forest, and I believe the biomes are actually right here. It spawns at night, and the biomes are looking like Birch Forest, regular forest, Forest Hills, Roofed Forest, and yeah, so we can actually find them over at Warp Safari, right at the entrance of the Safari Zone. And we should be able to see them once it becomes night. It's currently sitting about midday, so we'll have to wait a little while, but I will just hang out here and I will keep an eye out and see if I can find myself a nice Noibat to get us started on this episode. Now, while we're waiting on the nighttime to arrive, I just want to say, if you guys do want to join me on the server, the IP is Pokecentral.org. Of course, all of the links that you need to get the mod are down in the description. It's completely free as long as you have a Minecraft account. I definitely recommend just clicking the Technic mod pack link, downloading the Technic launcher, and just downloading our mod pack, because that's going to have everything you need, the updated resource packs, as well as our server already added to the server list. It's super easy to use, and most computers, I think, can run the game, so I would definitely recommend checking it out. They've made some optimizations over the last few updates that have definitely improved it for a lot of people. With that being said, there is also a 40% off sale here on the server if you guys do want to take advantage of that. I don't know how much longer it's going to be lasting, but if you're watching this video around when I posted it, it should be available. Buy.pokecentral.org. All of that money goes towards supporting the channel as well as the server, making sure it gets updates and stays online. And we have definitely been putting out some pretty cool stuff like the battle tower that we just released last weekend. Alright, so it is now midnight here, and we should be able to find ourselves a Noibat, rather. I don't even think Noivern actually spawns in. And I think they can spawn, I mean, we just checked. We can check again. So it's going to be Birch Forest, Forest Hills, and Roofed Forest. I know this is a Roofed Forest here, so maybe that'll work. And maybe we can actually find one. There's a Klefki there. I'm not seeing too many Pokemon around. Oh, there are a couple just spawned in, but not the ones we are looking for. There's a Hoot. Alright, I'll just have to keep looking around and see if maybe I can find something here. Well, this isn't the right bat. We need a different bat. Oh, man. It has a rarity of 50, which means it should be pretty common. If we go ahead and compare Shroomish, Shroomish has a rarity of actually 180. Okay, so quite a bit rarer than a Shroomish, which is why we're seeing a lot of those around and not too many of these Noibats. I just need one. If we can just get one, doesn't matter any of its specs, anything at all, should be fine. We can go ahead and breed it with our Ditto and start getting the IVs up. It just needs to spawn first, which I'm not seeing it anywhere. I could go ahead and ask in chat if anyone sees one, and that would make things a whole lot easier for me. And I might have to end up doing that if we get a little bit closer to daytime, because don't really want to wait through an entire another day. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. I'll ask in chat and see if anyone has a wild Noibat. Alright, guys, we actually got one just as it's turning to day. A level 43. Oh, man. I don't have any. No. I'm gonna use one of these. We have so many of them. I don't have, unfortunately, any Ultra Balls on me, which was my bad. I don't know why I don't have any on me, but I guess we are going to be using a Park Ball to get ourselves the Noibat that we need. So that's fantastic. Okay, hey, you know what? We got a little achievement out of it. A cheater achievement. Not really cheating. We actually just wasted something very valuable on a not so valuable Pokemon. Let's go ahead and have a look at its IVs. So IVs, number 4, gonna be 44%, really, really bad. So glad we have our Ditto. So let's get that out. Where's our Ditto? Still in the daycare? It is. Claim that egg, remove the Porygon, put in the Noibat. It's gonna be female, hasty nature, which is not what we're looking for. Infiltrator, I don't think that's the right ability, but it also might change when it turns into a Noivern. So we'll just wait for an egg here, and then we'll figure things out once we've got a little bit better IVs. So we actually have another wild Noibat here, and it's actually a higher level. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull out maybe one of my Ralts here and see if we can get the correct nature right off the bat. So I think we're going to be looking for... I think timid nature is probably best. So let's go ahead, pull out our timid Ralts. Where it should be blue. Timid, right? Yep, there it is. Okay, we'll put it in slot 1. We'll jump into battle here, and I actually got my Ultra Balls as well. And we'll catch this one, and we'll see if it's a little bit better than the other one. Now, we are already breeding the other one, so we'll see what that egg is before we go ahead and switch it out, depending on the IVs here. Let's just toss an Ultra Ball right off the bat and see if we can just get this thing without having to weaken it. It is a first evolution Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure what its catch rate is. There's actually another one right there. All right, we'll try a couple more, and then we'll maybe run from this battle and get our Parasect out, because I totally forgot about that. Come on. Come on. One more try, and then we'll get our Parasect, and then we'll catch both of these and see which one's better, and then put that one into the daycare, rather than that really bad, like, 40% one. I broke free. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our Parasect. Oh, can we not escape from this? There we go. We got out. Okay, Poke Heal. Let me pull out my Parasect. Hello, Parasect, where's my... Okay, I am so blind. Was that there the whole time? Oh no, I need to go visit like a doctor or something. I think there's something wrong with me. If that was there that whole time, I don't even know. I had to use Poke Search to find what box it was in. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's try this one more time here. We'll go ahead and throw in our Ralts with Synchronized Timid. We'll go ahead and swap over to Parasect. We'll go ahead and full swipe the Noibat here, and hopefully we can get it first try, and we don't have to waste even more Ultra Balls, because I don't have my Ultra Ball factory up and running right now, and I don't know if we're ever going to have it, but there we go. Knocked it down to 1 HP, and let's just go ahead and go for the Ultra Ball. We don't need to put it to sleep. It should be good enough at this point, and we should be able to catch this thing. Come on, and yep, I think we got it. Nice, okay. And then let's go ahead and grab this one as well. Might as well while we're here, and it's spawned in. And then we shall check out all of their IVs. So I probably should have healed Parasect before this fight, but I think we should be okay. These things are really high level. Now that I think about it, I really should have healed. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. It's going to just roost every single time. Yep. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, stop. There we go. It used a different move. Now we can go for the Ultra Ball. All right, this should catch it first try. I think it does have a reasonable catch rate. It's nothing crazy, not like a Beldum. And then we can check their IVs. There we go. And their natures. See if they are the correct nature. So let's go ahead, pull out this Noibat. They are Adamant and Timid. Okay, so slot number 6 is going to be our Timid one. It has really bad IVs, but so does the other one. Might as well go ahead and release this one, go into our daycare, and take this one out, and then head on home and actually get ourselves an Everstone. Put this one on here, and then we can go ahead and daycare again, and this way it'll just automatically pass down the nature that we actually want, and we can just worry about the IVs now. We don't have to worry about nature anymore. So after waiting just over an hour, which is kind of crazy, way too long, it should not actually take that long to get an egg. We'll have to look into it again. It's supposed to be maximum an hour, but it definitely took me about an hour and a half to get this egg, so I don't know what exactly is going on there. There was a server restart. Maybe that has some weird effect on it, but we got our egg, so let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. It really needs to have good IVs because there's no way I can wait for another one. IVs number 4. Let's go ahead and turn on our chat and take a look here. Oh my god. Oh, crap. Guys. No. It's in slot 5. Those are my Porygon's IVs. I thought that was the Noivern. You know, it's not too bad, but it's definitely no 31s across the board. 3 31s, a 29, a 24, and a 0. Let's go ahead and use the Poke Designer to fix this little guy up. Actually, yep, little guy. It is a male. So we'll fix him up with the Poke Designer. I can't really wait for another egg because that one took over an hour and a half. And I need to get this video up today because I'm back to recording videos same day. I need to actually record the day before, but, you know, whatever works. Let's go ahead and get his IVs. So we're going to go ahead and max out his HP. We're going to actually leave his attack because that doesn't matter. And then we're going to make sure he is 31s across the board. Confirm that. Let's go ahead and shinyify him just to see what he looks like shiny. And then we'll put him in a Premier Ball. And I think that's it. We have Timid Nature already, I think, right? Yep, Timid Nature. Ability. What ability do we want? So Frisk will actually allow us to see the opponent's held item, which is interesting. Infiltrator actually, what does that do? So telepathy only affects double and triple battles, which is completely pointless for us. We don't even need to worry about that. Infiltrator will actually ignore the effects of Reflect, Light Screen, and Safeguard, which is kind of cool, but I feel like Frisk is probably our best bet here, even though none of its abilities are really all that great. But let's go ahead and confirm this, and wow, that actually looks really cool. Look at this thing. This thing is really cool looking, at least the little icon there. Oh, this is actually awesome. I can't wait to see the Noivern version. I don't know if it's as cool when it actually evolves or what, but for some reason it got set to level 1. Oh, it's an egg, that's why. I was thinking 47, the one that we caught, but it is an egg, so that makes sense. So we're actually going to need to go back into the Poke Designer and level it up to around level 50 just because it does evolve at a pretty late level, and I don't want to spend an hour leveling this guy up. So let's go ahead and set him to level 50 just to make sure he's around the rest of our team. And should we go ahead and just EV train him here? You know what? Let's just do it. Let's go for it. Here we go. So we're going to max out speed and special attack. Pretty straightforward on this one. Nothing really too crazy here. We got to get as much speed as possible because he's a really fast Pokemon, and we want to do as much damage as possible because his main purpose is going to be dealing out damage. He's not like a setup Pokemon or anything like that. It's purely just special attack damage and speed. And we'll just throw the extra into special defense here. Not a big deal. Okay, confirm that, and we have a fully EV trained, ready to go Noibat. We need to work on the moveset next, and then get the held item, and I think that's pretty much it, other than evolving, but I'm going to go ahead and grab a rare candy really quick here, and we're just going to get that out of the way. I'm really hoping that there were no egg moves in my moveset here, and we can actually get all of these moves, but we'll find out. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit worried that for some reason one of these moves is not going to be obtainable, but I have a pretty big variety of moves that I can choose from, just because Noivern is pretty good at being different things. Oh, he's not that cool. He's okay. I don't know. He's okay. I don't particularly love the shiny form. Let me go ahead and change him into the Cobalt form and just see if he looks how much cooler, because I feel like it's going to be really cool. So let's go ahead and custom texture Cobalt. That should get him there, and save that. Oh, did that not work? Oh, right. If he is actually shiny, it won't actually display. So let me go ahead and turn off his shiny, and he should turn into the Cobalt form here. Come on, please work. Yeah, that looks way better. That is so cool. I love this texture. It's really basic, but it looks amazing, and the model for Noivern and the animation is really, really well done. So this is probably up there with one of my favorite looking Pokemon. And we're definitely going to keep him that. I know if I let you guys pick what color I should get him, Cobalt will probably win anyways. So I'm just going to stick with it. And now let's go ahead and work on the moveset and get him the held item, because that's actually all we have left. And then I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about how exactly you're supposed to be using this setup for Noivern. I'm sure there's many different ways to use him. I'm just going to explain the one that I'm going to go for, and you guys can make your own decisions based on that. Okay, so we actually have one move tutor move, 2 TM moves, and 1 move from leveling up. So we're going to kick things off leveling him up 9 times and getting him to level 61, which will allow him to learn the move Hurricane. And so that's just going to be done with a bunch of these rare candies here, because it's really just the easiest way, and we don't really ever use our rare candies anyways. So he should technically have just learned the move, but I'm going to warp on over to the shop and see if maybe we can learn it in the move relearner, because something Didn't work there. Not sure what that's all about. But while we're here, we can also go ahead and get the TMs we need. Actually, we probably already have the TMs, now that I think about it. Okay, Hurricane, there we go. Let's go and replace Tackle. Let's head on home and check our TM chest. Here we go. Okay, so we need Flamethrower. We got plenty of those. And we need Focus Blast. Focus Blast, okay. That should be good. So let's go ahead and teach them these two moves here, which Flamethrower is just a pretty good move. Special attack, pretty high damage, and it's fire type. And then Focus Blast is also special attack. Really bad accuracy, but really good power. And it also has a chance to lower the opponent's special defense, which is really good if that happens, because then all of our moves are going to do even more damage. And then that final move there is going to be Draco Meteor. And we actually just got a Shadow Magikarp spawning in a deep ocean. That might be nearby. Alright, so the last move that we actually need is a move tutor move. I don't know if we're going to be able to find one out in the wild. You kind of just have to randomly come across it. But just know that move would be Draco Meteor. However, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it in this episode just because the move tutors are pretty uncommon and we just have to kind of randomly come across one while we're doing other things since they just are so rare. A lot of people want me to add it over into the shop, but I'm not so sure about that just because it kind of takes away from the rareness of it all, if you know what I mean. So, I don't know. We'll see how things go, but for now, just know that final move would be Draco Meteor. So Flamethrower is actually really good at dealing with Steel types, Ferrothorn, Skarmory, things like that. We have... Actually, you know what? We might as well warp on over to the shop and get Dragon Pulse for now. We can go ahead and replace it later on, maybe if we do find the move tutor, but Dragon Pulse will work pretty much just as well. Not quite as well, but still a good move since it's a lot easier to get. And I think we can actually get it just right here, maybe. Yep, there we go. Okay. And that's actually really good. Now, I did just replace Super Fang, which is another really good option. You can choose that if you want. And you can also use the move U-Turn if you want as well. I'm just not a really big fan of U-Turn, but if you do want to use that move, it definitely is an option on Noivern, and it could work really, really well if you know how to use it. Basically, the way U-Turn works is you hit the opponent with a little bit of damage, and then you swap out of battle immediately so that one of your other Pokemon takes the hit from the other Pokemon, as long as they're slower than you. So it's a really good way to swap out of battle without actually having to just waste a turn entirely. But I don't think I really want that on my Noivern. I kind of just want to go with full offensive, full attack, and we have a pretty good setup for that. So Dragon Pulse and Hurricane are basically just for stab bonus. We get that little bit of stab bonus from being a flying type and a dragon type. And then the Focus Blast is just a pretty good move, and Flamethrower is just there for coverage. Pretty good moveset overall, nothing too complicated about it. And I think that's pretty much it for that. So now all we need to do is go ahead and get ourselves the held item that we're going to be using. And we actually have it right here. We're going to be using the Life Orb. Now, another really good option for Noivern if you want to switch it out is an Assault Vest. That can work really well, but I feel like for our needs, a Life Orb will be just fine. And if we end up going to the Battle Tower, I'll have to go ahead and switch one of these two. So I'll probably give Noivern an Assault Vest since you can only use one of each held item when you're in the Battle Tower. But other than that, I think we're pretty much good to go here. So pretty basic Pokemon, just really high speed, really good special attack, just a basic moveset that is all pretty much just flat out damage dealing moves. And then of course we have the Life Orb, which increases our damage by 30%, but also gives us a 10% recoil damage every time we land a shot. So that's really all there is to it. His ability isn't great, but he has really good speed, and like I said, fastest Dragon-type Pokemon in the game, other than Mega Scytile, which I don't really count because it's a Mega form, isn't a base form of a Pokemon, whereas Noivern is just a base form. I would love to see a Mega Noivern, but I really doubt that's going to happen because Noivern is already pretty strong. So here we go, guys. All of our completed Pokemon so far. We have our Ferrothorn, our Mawile, our Swampert, our Nidoking, our Dragonite, our Scolipede, and latest added, our Porygon Z and our Noivern. We're definitely going to be taking on some more people here on the server as we build up a bigger collection of perfect Pokemon. And I just want to go ahead and end this video by saying, of course, there are other ways to use all of the Pokemon that I show in the series. Many better ways, most likely. And this is just one of the good ways to use the Pokemon. That's a really good way to look at it. If you need ideas, you can definitely start off with the set that I have and make changes to it to make it fit your team better. But with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.